A good mantra to have, especially when you have a lot of resistance, is I accept what is and I resist nothing. Now, I know that may seem like two simple sentences, but they're very, very powerful and actually speeds up your manifestation power. Because what that does is that leaves you in this energy where you're not in an energy of resistance. And what I find that's really interesting is that, a lot of teachers will tell you that you can't have, or not that you can't have feelings, but like feelings are lower vibration, but you absolutely can manifest when you have, sadness, even grief. As long as you have no resistance. Because you can have those feelings, but it's like when you don't have resistance, it's like you're this open portal and like energy just flows through you. It's like consciousness is just flowing through you, even with those feelings. So there's nothing to stop it. So the feelings are just like flowing instead of it getting stuck there, which means that energy is still able to move. Right. But when you're resisting something and you're saying, no, I don't want that. When something in your reality is happening and you're like, no, 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 I don't want that. That is resistance. Okay. And whatever you resist persists. Even though it might seem like the human thing to do is to say, I don't want this. And to be like, no. Or, like when you're mad and you're angry and you're blaming, that's saying, I don't want this. Or if you're shaming yourself, that's saying, I don't want this. But acceptance, to fully accept what is. And sometimes that's the point of the mantra, is to keep saying, I accept what is. I fully accept what is. I resist nothing. If you keep repeating that, it won't take long before your body and your nervous system really fully accepts whatever's happening. And you will be surprised that when you are in full acceptance, you can absolutely surrender. Even if you have feelings that are still there, they just flow. They just flow. You'll have peace. Regardless of how you feel, you'll still have peace. And that is a sweet spot. That's a sweet spot. So like, especially when you're expanding, you're going to have a lot of feelings because there's a process of letting go. If there's a space between where you are and where you're going when you're manifesting, there's going to be a process of letting go because there needs to be space for your manifestation to come in. So it's okay if you feel lost or you feel, different feelings. Totally okay. There's nothing to be afraid of. If you have those feelings, you can still manifest. I do it. It's just a matter of resistance. That is what blocks it. It's denying or not wanting what is there. That is what blocks manifestation. You can be in acceptance and still calling in. You can be in acceptance and alignment at the same time. And you'll only understand if you've been there. The reason is because it's almost like your higher mind and your ego are like agreeing, if that makes sense. It's like they're in union. It's like the ego is saying, yes, this is what's happening. And the higher mind says, okay, I'm bringing it in. It's like the ego finally says, I accept what's happening instead of resisting it. And at that point that it accepts it, whatever it is that you don't want, it gives the higher mind permission to now allow what you do want in. And so it's like they come into agreement. And it's no longer blocking it.